Hi, record fans. Dizzy here.
The Champ. We're back ready to look at some not new to me maybe, because these are out of Dizzy's collection. And we're going to look at some records, and I haven't looked at them.
I get so excited when we do this. I get really excited.
Calm down. It'll be all right.
I wish they had a drug for this. Recorditis is what I got.
Well, I'm right there with you. I love records.
I've had it since I was about 16 years old.
Anyone new to this is what we do. We have a passion for records, and we want to talk about records. And there are records that we are looking at. So most of the time we like them. So there are records, just so you know, that we don't like.
Hey, Champ, I thought it was going to cost me a marriage. You know that? And I know record collectors who did lose a marriage over records.
Sure. Whatever your hobby is.
The wife found them in closets, underneath beds, in the garage, in the car,
Sneaking them in.
Oh
no!
Yeah,
What are you doing?
No. In the dead of night,
Other people have their collections, whatever it is, models. There's lots of different things.
You ready for a couple surprises?
Hit me, baby. Let's see what we got.
I'm gonna throw one at you.
Oh, you're throwing.
We always do music. How about I throw you a real curveball and throw you a comedy record?
I love comedy. That's great. Let's see what you got. Oh, I think I know who they are, and I haven't seen the cover yet, but
this is it. That's the front cover.
Well, okay, I'm not looking at it, though. I'm looking through the thing. Elaine May and Mike Nichols. So Mike Nichols, great director. Elaine May, I got to see her perform in Seattle once.
She was in Walter Matthau's movie
A New Leaf. Yeah, she was in.
Mike Nichols did Catch-22.
He did a lot of other movies too.
Yeah.
I don't have them all on the top of my head, but
no.
They started out doing commercials, jingles, and a lot of commercials that were just hysterical. Playing husband and wife, and though they weren't, but they played that. They would bounce ideas off of each other, and they were just hysterical, and they still are. There's some records that you can listen to that are comedy records that become dated. Mike Nichols and Elaine May, no, I wouldn't say they're dated. What about you? Do you think they're dated?
Oh no, this is highbrow comedy, no lowball stuff. No, this is this reminds me of Jerry Seinfeld.
Do I have to think about it?
Yeah, you really
I might
do.
have to think about it. Oh, okay.
You might think that way. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's,
this is a little intellectual.
I get it. I get their jokes.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic.
Well, you got an education.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Hey, who was one of the earliest pioneers to rock and roll? None other than
Little Richard. Yes, Little Richard. One of your pioneers for sure. Good golly, Miss Molly, keep on knocking. Yeah.
This is a double record.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Long Tall Sally, Jane Jenny, Lucille, Tutti Frutti, Slippin' and Slidin', The Girl Can't Help It, Rip It Up. But I'm not sure how many of these he had as hits. So many were covered. Do you think they were all? I mean, I remember Chuck Berry. He was one that just had like one hit, and that was like My Ding-a-Ling, because these others didn't hit the white market. But I don't know. I think on Little Richard he did have the hits. Heebie Jeebies.
I think Johnny Be Good probably for Chuck Berry was pretty big.
Bama Lama Bama Lou. So yeah, I'm reading all these titles. They're all just great.
Here's the thing that's unique about our man here, Little Richard. Champ, that guy had a show.
Yeah.
What a show.
Yeah, I got to see him at a Bumbershoot later in life, but he's still...
You know what? He wasn't going to sit on any piano bench,
He was standing.
He was standing, and he was dancing, and he was flailing that pompadour hair around. Oh, God. And, that wailing sound of his, too. He could really, climb the rafters in that high notes. Oh, my God.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... We miss Little Richard.
He'd rock it with a feeling.
Yes. Early pioneer. Okay. Let's see. Who do we got next?
Oh, I like how it skipped one. We're going to find out later. Crosby Nash live. Okay, so this is just Crosby and Nash. They kind of went on their own there for a while. still while doing Crosby, Stills and Nash, but they would break out and do solo projects. Stephen Stills would do his solo records, and Graham.
Well,
and
they had a
Nash
live
would do-
record.
This is a live record.
Oh, okay.
You're looking
But
at-
they had another one. Oh, this is the one.
That's
yeah,
what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry, I didn't
It's
look at
live
the
right
cover.
there.
This is it. Yeah.
Oh, stay up.
Shouldn't stay up late at night,
Yeah,
folks.
danger. There they are performing right there.
We lost David Crosby this year too.
Yeah, but
I like Wooden Ships that David Crosby wrote.
this one has Lee Shore on it.
It's going to go down in history with me as one of the all-time rock and roll fabulous top 10. I mean, I just really love that song.
There's a lot of favorites I have of
David Crosby,
Crosby's.
yeah.
And a lot of them I don't know who's did which.
Yeah.
I know he, while he's in jail, he wrote one. Was it Dark Star or something? He was doing a lot with sailing his sailboat. He went off on a sailboat for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, he still had that drug problem, but when he got back in jail and started cleaning up, he started writing again and would relate it to his joy of just being out on the water. And beautiful stuff. So always enjoyable to listen to Crosby and Nash, or Crosby, Stills and Nash, or Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
And
whatever
Nash
group.
is still touring. He's touring this year, and does a mixture of his early stuff with the Hollies and.
It's funny because I did just watch one of him doing Bus Stop.
Is that right? Yeah.
Bus Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing a complete retrospective of his whole career.
Right.
now.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's next? I can't wait. What
Well,
you
in
got?
our last video, we covered this lead singer, and here's the original album.
Oh, Mother Earth. I'm okay. Living with the Animals. I don't have that one.
You soon may.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can.
I'll trade you for 6 of Miles Davis for this, because this is a prize record. You got to have this, and it's worth at least 6 of Miles Davis on Prestige or,
Oh yeah,
or Columbia.
6 of them, huh?
Yeah,
I find that a little
earlier
hard
the
to
better.
believe. Yeah, sure. Yeah. We'll see about that.
I'm a fair guy.
Maybe a Quincy Jones record.
Yeah. Or
We'll see.
Wynton Marsalis.
Marsalis.
Maybe not.
You won't go with the Wynton Marsalis. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm going to really throw a curveball at you now. Let's see
Okay.
if you have any thoughts on this.
Oscar Peterson. I don't have it. Sol Espanol. Yeah, there, I can do it. Well, I like Oscar Peterson. I like him playing with Ella Fitzgerald and other great jazz artists. I do know that he sometimes was one of those guys that would hum.
Oh, what an insightful thing to say. I met Oscar Peterson at a show in his dressing room after the show to get his autograph on 3 records. And boy, did I want to ask him about humming on those records. And, I think the answer would be that he's not the only one who does that.
Right.
Or did it.
Right.
And that it's tried to communicate, I just got into a really outstanding solo, and I'm stretching myself, and I just want to recognize it myself, that I'm stretching myself.
It's part of the character of the artist, and it's like I remember seeing Donna Krall at Jazz Alley, and she was tapping her foot loud enough that I was hearing it, and it was a little annoying to
Distracting,
me.
yeah.
But
Oh, I definitely felt the it's more like a grunt. To say it's humming is
humming and grunt.
is
And what's
subduing it.
Keith Jarrett's another one that does that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I can't think of
So
that.
there's others.
Others, yeah. Do a little scat with while they're playing. Sometimes I just want to hear your piano. Sorry. Okay. Pet peeve number 17. All right.
This is. Am I throwing you curves after curves?
Live Commodores. No, this is fine. I love Commodores. I've seen them, without Lionel Richie live, but I've also watched the old recorded as well as listen to the records when they came out. But I mean, Midnight Special. I remember watching some of the performances there when they, when Lionel was playing sax, and dancing along with it, and Brick House, and all was one of the big hits. But
I did find the Commodores exciting. I really did. And they're
Zoom and Easy are on this one.
Who would have
And
thought
Brickhouse.
from the picture
Too
here
hot to trot.
that the Commodores would have two conga drummers in a band.
The Mean Machine. Right. Just always loved all of it. I loved the funky stuff, loved the ballads, loved
And it is a fairly large band too.
It is. It
Wow,
is.
man.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Hot stuff. Hot stuff.
Think
Where's
that was
Donna Summer when you
That's
need
it.
her?
There you go. I was going to say, that's Donna Summer, isn't it? There we go. And next.
We'll end with this one, okay?
Okay.
Here's a man who spans many, many generations, 60 years in the business this year. Who am I talking about? The biggest man in pop music, maybe. Middle of the road, folk, rock. James Taylor!
James Taylor, yes. James Taylor. And we're looking at the back, but here's the front. James Taylor. Mudslide Slim, this isn't that one, is it? No, it's One Man Dog. Okay. I enjoyed all his stuff. When I'm in traffic and my motor is going a little too slow, I feel that song.
I just had from the library out Sweet Baby James on a CD so I could hear it in my car.
This is a white label promo too, so that's kind of fun.
Cash in, Dizzy. Cash in.
I'm looking back on the streets again. Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight. That was a big one off of that one. But James Taylor. There isn't really a bad one.
I think his first label was Apple Records, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah.
Apple Records. So
And yet
the
I don't
Beatles-
recall that record.
I don't know if Mudslide Slim was that one or not. I'm not sure. And then before that, he had Flying something Circus.
Yeah.
It wasn't Monty Python, but something
Yeah.
flying
Circus.
circus type thing.
Yeah.
I've got that one buried in my collection somewhere too.
I don't think
But-
it's worth listening to. I remember having that.
Oh yeah,
And thinking,
didn't really go for you.
well, like so many early recordings of people,
Right.
we haven't really gotten this thing
Haven't really
together
got it
yet.
all perfect yet.
Yeah.
But you can recognize the
And
talent.
he didn't have the backup musicians that he had later. This is all the great
Yeah.
backup men on this one here.
Right. Solid stuff. So that's the last one for today.
Oh, what does it have to be?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
maybe
sorry.
we can do another one.
It's possible.
Possible.
It's possible. So bye for now, and champ out.
Hey, don't forget to send us your comments. Tell us how you like it or don't like it, or you disagree or agree. I hope they don't disagree.
Yeah.
That would
Remember,
be
you
bad.
guys are the champions.
Yeah.